Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. I'm your host, Innkeeper, and this is your live call-in talk show all about the Wheel of Time. And Season 3 may be coming to our screens within the next 6 months. We'll talk about that and a lot of other cool stuff that's been happening. It's great to be back. I don't remember the last time we did this. Maybe it's been 3 weeks, 2 weeks, but there's a lot of stuff that has happened. Definitely today. And there's this really cool auction that if you haven't heard about, we'll talk about it. We'll show you some stuff. Some of RJ's books from his collections, are going on auction tomorrow, and we'll talk about that. And WoT Series, as WoT Series does, has some news for us too. So let's talk some Season 3 news. Let's talk auction stuff. And to discuss all of this with me, I have the gang back together.
Yeah, the gang. Oh, that's right. We do the hand thing.
Yeah.
You don't usually get to do the hand thing, right?
No, I don't do the hand thing. Can we do it again? Let's go back.
Okay, you want to go back? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And to talk to me, three wonderful guests. Welcome. The gang's back.
Oh, woo!
There you go. Jazz hands, everyone. Grace Bain and Chiad, Brian the Gleeman, and Innkeeper Hatch. Innkeeper Hatch is back from a cool European trip with a little bit of Wheel of Time sprinkled on it. A lot of fully Wheel of Time. Who did you meet? Who did you see?
What did I see? I saw everyone at Malcaricon.
Okay.
And that included Guy Roberts. Are you trying to look, I want to post about it first. You want me to show it?
It's not like
Just
people just
do it.
walk off
I
the
think.
plane.
Do you not realize this is this is what's happening? That just send me some stuff.
Yeah. But I so you can show it.
Okay.
You can show it.
Okay, I can show it. Okay, all right.
So
So you tell us about Malcaricon. How was that? I mean, this was your first time attending. This is year 3 of Malcaricon.
yeah. So
first time in Prague.
My favorite part about Malcaricon was that it was 3 years in, and I met people that had been there every year, and it was so cool because they had their own right. It was like their con, and that's the con they had been to,
right?
And they were welcoming everyone that was new to it to their. This is their thing. And so it was really like I had been at the first Jordan Con. I had been at the first WoT Con, but I wasn't at the first Malkiri Con. So it was cool to come in as a visitor and already into an established kind of, I don't know, vibe, energy, of their con, how they run it. And so, yeah, it was just fun. It was fun to meet fans that I had never, met before. And it was all around really, really
all
cool.
right.
If you get a chance to go to Malcaricon, you should.
All right. So I have 2 questions for you. The first is, name 3 new people that you met.
Don't play this game with me. No, we're not playing the game. Not how this works.
Do you have a favorite panel or thing that you did at the convention itself?
Of course, I was on the meme panel. And
okay.
I am not great at this, but I also realized I had a different idea of what great at it is. And when I realized that it's just be as absurd as possible, I thought we did pretty good. We did pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, is this some of your handiwork here?
That is. That one that tied us, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you missed if you didn't go to Malcaricon. So that was a little, a little flavor of what happened there. So then, yeah, Brian, have you been over at all to Malcaricon last? No, Grace,
nope.
I think you've been
Sure have not.
once.
I was at the first one.
Okay,
yeah. It was fun.
Cool. Yeah.
Really cozy, chill, just a different feel than Jordan Con or WoT Con for sure.
Right.
Yeah, it had its own feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and you sure you want me to show this picture that you sent me and had me guess? Okay, cool. All right.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, this needs to be a poll. So before I show this, okay, if you have not seen John from WoT's video today, he released a season 3 release time frame video where he talks about what he believes is going to be the 2 months that season 3 will premiere. He said March or April. He went on to say he's taking time off. So he,
Wow.
or something to that effect. I don't know if he said that, but like something to that effect.
Very sus.
How
Yeah.
is he taking off all of March and April?
Yeah.
Or does he know something we don't know?
Yeah.
I
So
just want to say, honest. Last time I was on the show, you asked me when I thought the show was going to come out, and I believe I said March, and you laughed at me because you thought it was going to be September or October.
I have
I said it
no
was gonna be
problem.
early in the year.
I have no problem in being wrong about this.
Get the clip. Get the clip, Brian. We need
Yeah,
to
we'll
see
get the clip and we'll play it.
Yes.
Yeah. there we go.
Exactly. But yeah, so I asked, when will Wheel Time season 3 premiere? And these are all Thursdays. So I went with Thursdays as traditionally the first and second season came out, as well as Rings of Power has been coming out. So it comes out GMT, or at least it's 3 a.m. Eastern on a Thursday. So these are all Thursdays, March 13th, March 20th, March 27th, and April 3rd. And based on what I'm seeing, and I'm going to end this poll, I mean, the one that's winning is April 3rd. So it's the latest one in that is what people are saying. Yeah, I
It's
think
okay
this
to
is
be
interesting.
wrong, people. It's okay to be wrong. Learn from the
They've just
Innkeeper
been
here.
hurt too many times. They're just no.
Yeah.
They've been burned.
Okay, yeah. So people went with a, I think it, and John also talks about, from what he understands, that this will be a similar sort of release where we have 3 episodes followed by another 5 kind of Thursdays that we get up to 8 episodes. So that's what I asked.
I might have to do JordanCon. I might have to do JordanCon this year.
We do it. Yeah, wasn't Sarah saying something? She was on recently, right? And she
Did Sarah
kind of
say
said
she-
oh yeah, you should go to JordanCon. Some comment made me think like she knew something. Either
Really?
there'd be
Okay.
news then,
I don't
or the show
know.
would already
Really?
be out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Again, go find the clip, Brian.
Find the clip. Find the
Go
clip,
find the
Brian.
clip.
Find the
I
clip.
I feel
Finding
like
the clip right now. That's what happened.
I feel like I was so like I didn't think there was any chance that I didn't even latch on to the little bit of crumbs we get like that. So maybe there is something out there that Sarah said that we can look back and be like, oh, yeah.
She definitely did, because I remember I was watching her on the Dusty Wheel and I was like, oh, I wasn't going to go to JordanCon, but maybe I should go now.
I know. Well, if it releases like March 20th,
Yeah.
there's 3 episodes, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then what's the date of JordanCon? Is it the 20th?
I think April 24th or 25th.
have it-
It's
I have it
later
on
this
my-
year.
I have it
Okay.
in my calendar.
Yeah, it could drop. It'd be so cool if the last.
I think it'll be
episode-
done. I think it'll be done by then. I mean,
No, I want
this
to
is
watch
just-
the episode with everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, it's too late. Because it's the 25th. It's the 24th.
Episode 8.
Yeah, 25th. It's the last
If
like
Amazon misses, if they're really launching in March, to miss a final drop at JordanCon, what? That would be weird.
it would be the day before CouchCon.
Listen to me before. But,
Yeah, so if you're watching, Matt's going
Yeah.
on, his
Yeah, you should-
record here
you
saying
should clearly make the last episode drop at that weekend at JordanCon, or at least the weekend before.
Okay. All right. So while we kind of get back to talking, I'm going to show this picture for about 10 seconds, maybe 5. What do you think? 5 seconds? 10 seconds?
Yeah,
and
that's
we're
10.
going to have 5. Okay. And then we're going to have people
5.
guess. We're going to have people guess in chat, and then we'll do a poll.
How about this? I won't tell unless. Well, I'm trying to think of do we just reveal it or not reveal it? If no.
No,
one guesses?
we'll see how it goes. You don't have to reveal it until a little bit later. Let's do the poll and everything. So what we'll do is I'll show it to you. People give their guesses, and we'll put a poll out, see what people choose based on those guesses, and then
And if
we'll
anyone
talk
is at
about.
Malcuricon and already knows this answer, don't reveal it.
Okay. All right. So Matt ran into someone just
I did.
just because I don't know, Tavarin or something, and
Exactly. This does make you feel like it. Like I've had some cool fan engagements. When stuff like this happens, I'm always like, okay, that was another moment.
All right. So I'm gonna show it to you for about 5
Oh
seconds.
wait, hold on.
Okay.
Do
All
you
right.
want to poll everyone first about like the category of who this person is?
Oh, okay.
You
All
know?
right.
Like, is it someone? Is it an actor? Is it one of the
Yeah.
crew? Is it
Who
one
did
of
Matt
the
meet?
like? Is it
at
like one of
Mel-
the like? Is it one of the writers? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to
Yeah.
like throw in what are 4 categories we could?
All right.
add?
Cast, crew. Um.
Like,
Let's
you can do
see.
like
You do the
executive.
cast of crew because you can't think of 2 other
Executive.
random ones. So
Writer's room. Yeah. Writer's room.
Writers room.
Yeah. And then
the doorman from the hotel.
I don't know what. Yeah, cast, crew, writers room, and I think what executives is that the
Yeah, throw
okay.
executives in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I am
You know.
speaking. People are asking if I'm because I don't think I'm like talking into the mic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Who did Matt meet at MalcurCon? So while we're dragging this out apparently. So while people vote on that, so okay, realistically, like let me go to you, Grace. Like, if this comes out, like, I don't know, March 14th or whatever that date was, or March 20th, that is under 6 months from now. So
That's wild.
that is wild, right? That is crazy. So, based on, and I'll show you some stuff. When do you think we see the first kind of trailer, teaser, that kind of thing? Okay, let's say trailer. When do we see the trailer?
Ooh.
Christmas Eve.
When did we get the trailer
Oh,
for season 2?
fancy you ask. Okay, all right, we can cheat a little bit. So
look at that.
Okay.
all right, so season 1 teaser, right?
So
So
about
that
a
was
month and a half.
the first, when Egwene gets pushed off the cliff. I don't know if you guys remember. That's the first thing you saw.
Are you seriously? Do we remember that moment? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, really.
That was a 12-hour or whatever live stream. That was a crazy day.
So yeah, September 2nd, 2021. About, I would say, almost 2 months later, so about 7-8 weeks later, was the second trailer. So the end of October, and then about 3 weeks later was the premiere. So that, if you look from the first, so September to November, that's about a month, 2 months and a half, 2.5 months, right? We can get down to the days, but I was like, let's we can try to be more accurate, but let's not. And then season 2 trailer came out July 19th, which was again around the same time, 2.5 well, actually 1.5 month before. So it's
Are there
kinda
any like dates that are like big for the Wheel of Time? Like what's the January date that would be big for the Wheel of Time? Was it like A Memory of Light was released in January or no? I totally
yeah,
was.
January 10th. Yeah,
Yeah.
January 10th.
January 10th.
Okay,
Yeah.
January
So-
10th.
Well, I
That's it.
mean that
Yeah,
just
January 10th. Oh, and it's a
you
Wednesday.
did
Oh, no,
you did
Wednesday. It was a Wednesday last year.
yeah
so, no.
yeah. And just to just because this is here, this is kind of how it looks, and Lauren from Around the Pattern made this really cool production timelines. So based on when it finished, season 3 wrapped March 19th of 2024. March 19th. it's just a year later sounds definitely possible. Season 2 wrapped on May 3rd, 2022, and it was not until September 1st, 2023. So it was much longer in terms of kind of time. But if you go back to season 1 wrapped in May 14th, 2021, and aired in November 19th, 2021. So there's no pattern here, but if we go by just the
Are you
just
sure?
the date, just the date, right? Like if you just look at the date, March 19th as a wrap, and then now we're thinking March dates as it just I don't know seems like you can think about when that is. That doesn't really help us with when we first see something. So you're saying March, January 10th, the A Memory of
I mean
Light.
that January, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a
Okay.
good timing.
Okay, all right. So
That January 10th, whatever that week, that January 8th, 10th
Okay.
time frame.
Uh, you're like, which Wednesday is it?
January 8th.
Okay,
would
all
be
right,
the
there you go.
Wednesday.
Okay, so and then really nothing before the holiday season, right? Do we get anything before holiday?
Yeah, I
season?
think I definitely think we'll get things like news, like
Okay.
kind of
like
could see them
official official cast announcement.
like
do you think?
little things. I would imagine like I can see.
Okay.
Well, it's difficult to know. Like, are they going to go back to season one? Tendencies. Will they give it a little bit more? Like if you remember, season 2 was the strikes and everything. So
yeah.
that it's like, how did
I mean,
that change their plans or whatever?
Do you want props? Do you want the guitar? Do you want the dragger? Like, is that what you're talking about in terms of?
I'm just saying, like, season 3 has to be popular, right? Like, I guess, so I'm hoping they put a little bit more because they weren't able to do as much for season 2. I'm hoping we get more for season 3, I guess.
I mean, Lightning Phil is saying teaser trailer for November 19th.
Wow.
Yeah,
that would be
anniversary of yeah.
What were you gonna say, Grace?
I was just gonna say, like, I hope they do like little before the trailer. I hope they do like little teasers, like low gain or something. I think they did something like that before season
1. I don't think
one.
season 2.
I feel like there
They
was
did the
little...
dagger in season 1.
Yeah.
I know they did the props, but then there was also like...
You mean like the water? What is a water?
There was like a Trolloc one. There
Yeah.
was a Trolloc one, or like a Shadow Spawn. I don't know, something like that.
I mean,
They should do something like that.
to Tom's point in chat.
Yeah.
To Tom's point in chat. The question I guess I have is when is Rings of Power over?
2 weeks
in
from
2
now.
weeks, I think. Or
2
next
weeks
week.
Wait,
from
no.
now?
So next week,
week.
really? Yeah, next Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
So
next-
episode
I mean,
7
yeah.
is tomorrow.
Obviously,
and then 8
it
is
would
following.
make sense for them to do something, but I know they don't like to maybe tie them together. But
You went from November 19th to next week. Is that what you just did?
I'm hopeful. This whole idea got me all hopeful.
That's
It could be a cool Forsaken shot on Halloween.
Oh, that's
right.
I like that idea.
Moghedian and spiders and stuff on Halloween. That would be cool.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like, didn't they added the first scene of season 2 to the
At the
end
end of
of
season
Ooh,
1.
wait, no, that
Yeah,
was
maybe-
that was like 3 weeks before. That was August. That was like August. I
it was
forget
after the
Yeah,
trailer.
it was
What's
after the
August?
trailer.
Still, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's August?
August. What did we?
Yeah, it's a good question.
August.
Yeah, that's interesting. The other big question is the Super Bowl, right? Is there really, like, you have to bring this into the like what's the biggest thing before
No,
it
it's
premieres
true.
in March? It's not San Diego Comic-Con, it's not New York Comic-Con, it's not the Brazil
It would finally
con.
make sense.
Yes.
The Super Bowl. If they were really releasing March, April timeframe, a Super Bowl commercial would actually make sense this time. It's never made sense before, and people have proposed it. I don't think,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
now it would.
Okay.
I could get on that train. Is what I'm saying. Like I could get on that. Like, I believe that this will happen.
All right, okay. Let me end this. Let me ask the two of you. Who do you think? Cast, crew, writers' room, executives?
I mean,
No.
cast, obviously.
Okay. All right.
We wouldn't be building
Brian.
it up this much if
Okay.
it wasn't.
All right. Okay. And Paul. Yes. Most people here think cast and then crew, and the executives not as much. Okay. All right. Let me show you the thing, and then let's poll if we're gonna see a Super Bowl ad. All right. Let's 5 seconds, everyone, and then you'll get to guess who this is.
5 seconds. 5
All right.
seconds.
There you go. There you go. Okay. That made me
was a quick
look.
5 seconds.
That was a quick 5 seconds. All right. Okay. Just another flash. Okay. There you go. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Okay. So, people think put who you think the person on the right is Innkeeper Hatch. Just in case you were like.
I wasn't wearing the Raffo shirt, was I? Hold on.
You
that.
were.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so good.
Yeah. So
I mean, I was at a Wheel Time convention, so it's not that crazy.
Yeah. So guess and find out. Arosa. Steve. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Of course. All right. So keep guessing. And so let me ask, Brian, do you think it would be, if it were to be a Super Bowl ad, would it be, like Prime Video presents, Wheel of Time clip, Fallout, or whatever else they have coming out next year, or would it be a Wheel of Time like Moraine walking in and it's like a 20-second thing of just?
I think what it'll be 3 spiders in a web, and one of them goes mug head Ian. And they just do that 3 or 4 times and then it cuts the back.
That's I think
I may be showing my age with that reference, but maybe I don't know.
Will we get a Super Bowl? Super Bowl, 1 word? No, it's 2 words, right? Yeah.
I think the most likely scenario is that they do like a super cut of multiple shows.
Yeah.
Right. Like they do the Fallout thing, they do the Wheel Time thing, they do the Boys or something. And we get like a tiny, 2.5 seconds of the whole.
Which, by the way, 3 seconds in a Super Bowl commercial we'd go live on that.
It would be like 36 hours of, snippet guide on, and
snippet guide.
Snippet guide on. You just coined a new one.
I feel like we need that to do it now.
Yeah.
12 hours on 3 seconds would be.
Yeah, 12 hours per second. During wings and chips and dip.
Noman Gardens, like if Amazon did a super, it would be 2 minutes of every show except Wheel of Time, right?
That would be snippet guide on is almost worth doing just because it's a really, really hilarious.
Right.
Yeah. And
the coffee mug says, I went to snippet guide on and all I got was this stupid mug. This 3-second mug.
I do feel like we have to get more and more ridiculous every season. So
yeah,
let's do it.
I mean, is Joe? No, Joe. Like,
thanks. Wow, that's very optimistic.
We're talking March premiere. I don't know how.
Did you even watch
tell
the
us.
video?
Tell us more. Why you think January premiere? Not that we're saying like no. Yeah.
Snippet guide on is
that Lauren Ball? Lauren Ball, where's Lauren Ball?
Where?
Lauren Ball.
Oh, in the picture. They're guessing in the picture.
Oh, the picture of Lauren Ball. Okay, yeah.
It is a cast member.
Okay, there you go. It is a
cast member.
Okay, there you go. Absolutely ready for a snippet guide on Innkeeper. The people will be there.
Aren't we all?
Yes, we are definitely that ridiculous, Dana Lou. Yes, for sure.
It's been like 9 months since we got anything. We will crawl across a desert of broken glass to like watch a 3-second snippet for 36
Super Bowl
hours.
2025. I'm looking at the dates now. Now this is where
I feel like a 10-second clip we could do. Wait, like a 12-second clip doing like 1 second per hour.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
That, yeah. Did you just like say what's your threshold to do a 12-hour live?
Yeah, exactly.
So if it's 3 seconds, it's only a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I'm just saying 3 seconds would be, if it was just like Moraine standing somewhere and saying 2 words.
Okay.
That would be
all right.
really hard.
Penny said she missed the picture, so I'll do a quick penny.
Okay. Yeah.
A penny drop here. There you go.
A penny drop. Here we
go.
go.
There we go. So, okay, I see Basil Gill there. Basil Gill. Basil Gill. Was Basil Gill credited in season 1, or was it just Innkeeper?
It was Basil
Travel
Gill.
on.
The caption
Basil
said
The
his
caption
name.
said that, but I did the end credits say it too?
I don't know about the end credits, but I know that WoT Series had said
Yeah.
casting Basil Gill. This is Basil Gill. So
Right. Yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay. All right. So the Super Bowl is going to be played on February 9th. February 9th. So
February 9th, huh?
so
That's 6 weeks before the 20th. Or
I know.
Yeah.
That is
20,
it is a
27th or
very good
something,
time
so-
frame
I
because
just
you
don't
could
want to
do
wait that long.
very good time.
no.
frame.
So Super Bowl is going to be the first kind of like teaser, and your trailer is probably like end of February. Then, that's when you get the full trailer like 3 weeks before or something. There you go. Is this your guess, Rain, the Dusty will Innkeeper? Yes, yes. I think Bail Domon. Okay, Elf, which is going with Beth and saying Bail Domon. Okay.
No.
Was that Bail? That was not Bail. Okay, all right. Okay. Winter's Lady. We're back to season 1 levels of excitement.
It does feel like I was banking on, honestly, like August, September next year.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Me too.
I'm gonna go through the end of the
I
year.
wasn't.
Dude, I know. So all of a sudden, this feels a lot closer. And that
It's exciting.
Okay.
like
yeah.
the idea. Now, imagine it's not. And it really
Let
is.
us live in it for like 30 minutes.
Such a downer, man. Jeez.
Sorry. Yeah, no, that's
This is a
exciting.
place for rumors that appeal, not downers that turn
Is this
people
true?
away.
Maureen
Come on.
calls him Master Guild, doesn't she? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yes. Why are you hating on Basil Gill so much?
I like Basil Gill.
Like he
I
doesn't
just
really exist.
I just don't want him to be a throwaway like 2-second character in season 1.
Are we supposed to be guessing who this person is, or are we waiting for chat to figure it out?
Well, I mean, you're
haven't been
welcome
told-
to. You're
If you
welcome
haven't
to
been
guess.
told, you can
Yes.
guess.
Yeah, if you haven't been told, you can guess.
Oh, I haven't been told.
Okay,
Okay,
so
go
guess.
ahead.
Go ahead and
Alright.
guess, Brian.
I think it's the dude whose head got blown off.
You think it's the dude whose head got blown off.
The
Okay.
horse, yeah.
Okay.
Why do you think it's
Alright.
that dude?
Maybe that's my guess.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good guess. That's a good guess. All right. So, I'm just gonna show this again. One trailer or 2 trailers? I guess that's the other. Last time around there was 1 trailer and that was it.
We only got one trailer last time?
Yeah, there's just the season 2 trailer. That was just, there was no teaser. The first time around we got the teaser and then we got the trailer. Or at least I think that's how they.
You don't
termed it.
remember, or were you just like delirious from?
I don't remember.
The trailer got on.
Those 7 months really like deleted like some short-term memories. So I think there's 2. I think there's going to be 2 trailers this time. I would say
Okay.
2 trailers.
All right. 2 trailers. Okay.
A double wide. Awesome.
All right.
I
So
think there's going to be half of a trailer. So we had 2,
Two
and then
halves.
1, and now we'll have 1 half.
so
It's gonna cut off.
you're saying we're only gonna have the Super Bowl ad. That's it. Okay. Wow.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna end this poll here. It's wow. People. I thought we were optimistic. Almost 60% are saying no. Or is that because you want?
I mean,
No, I don't-
41% saying Super Bowl ad is pretty optimistic, I think.
I mean, if we're going with the premise that we're getting a March release, like, yeah, I mean, as part of a Prime Video thing, I don't think it's
Why wouldn't
it's
they?
40% likely.
I'm just saying the people that believe that it's going to be in March and
Yeah.
also believe getting a Super Bowl ad, that's 40% is pretty good.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be such a downer.
Don't be such a downer, people.
Will we get? How many trailers will we get? I guess that's the question, right? How many trailers?
I like this. I like
Two,
Grace's
one,
half a trailer.
half, 0.
0.5, please.
0,
0.5.
1, no 0.5. No, I'm not 0.5. There's no 0. Okay, there we go. 3 seasons, 3 trailers, right? Like that could be a thing. The third season brings 3 trailers. In terms of actual like footage, do we think we'll get any that that kind of like cast announcement or like a set footage before the turn of the year, I guess? Is that something that will things start being released officially through Prime Video?
Is there like a Comic-Con or anything between now and then?
So New York Comic Con is October 12th, I think, or something. So it's
maybe something there. Because in the past 2 seasons they come out in the fall, right? And summer or fall, and before that we got these teasers, we got these videos at Jordan Con and WoT from Rafe and everybody. And there's not going to be an opportunity for that unless they do something at Comic-Con.
So CCXP.
Maybe we need to make a quick last minute convention in January so that we get some Snippet Con.
Yeah,
we can do it.
Snippet Con.
Not too late.
But so the Brazil event, CCXP, is in December. It's December 5th to 8th in I think it's always in Sao Paulo. I could be wrong, but that's the one where, if you remember last time, Kate Fleetwood, Donald Finn. Am I getting this right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were out there. Donald and Kiara. Yeah, the 3.
Yeah.
And that was a good, I don't know how many months before, right? That was CCXP. Was that after or before? I'm not sure. Well, that doesn't make sense, right? CCXP.
But I just think without a convention, like, we're unlikely to get that, like the IEO reveal that we got last time, or the I feel like that's unlikely to happen unless they have like an event that they can do that. So
Super Bowl.
No, they're not gonna do that at the Super Bowl. They would do like a real commercial, a real thing. I don't know. Maybe we get I don't know.
I think they'll give us like a holiday gift, like in December, either at the Brazilian convention or just on Twitter or something. It'll be like a little video from some of the cast, like Rosamund.
13
like,
days
we're really excited about season 3, or it'll be something like that. Yeah.
When did they like announce that there was going to be an announcement? Was that always close to whatever the announcement was? In other words, when did we find out? Did they ever announce like trailers coming out well in advance?
Yeah, it was like it was Monday before Wednesday for season 2.
They know that we need to know.
No, I don't remember for season
like the
1.
End of the year, maybe the end of the year they give us like a hint of something coming in the new year, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
When do we want like the official WoT Wednesdays to start? Because I think Rafe had started it last time, but didn't get it around to doing much because the writers went on strike pretty fast. Yeah, so that's the here DT saying return of WoT Wednesday. Like, when do we expect that? Would that be again about 2.5 months, or like like it had if it's mid-March?
That's the thing. It's so difficult because of the strikes to know what season 2 really would have looked like from a marketing perspective. So we don't really have much to go on of like what they're, what it would have been, how aggressive. Although we know up to before the strikes began, maybe, but they might have been anticipating them. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to know exactly how much we would have gotten, how much better it would have been, maybe how much more engaging than season 1 or not. So this is their 3rd season. They've had issues each season. There was COVID in season 1. Season 2 is the strikes. I'm hopeful they're going to come out and just try to knock it out of the park from an awareness standpoint, just because they've, it's been a little bit stifled. I remember them, I remember this whole idea of like, they were so proud of season 2 and they couldn't talk about it, Right. And so, if they're that much more proud of season 3, like if they're really excited about season 3 because they think it's better than season 2, how much more excited will they be to just, go out there and try to talk as much about it when, according to their kind of like funky whatever analytics driven, like the last 2 months is when you focus, or the last 6 weeks. I guess I'm hopeful that they're going to go and do bigger things than they've done before. Get their actors out talking. Do more than we've seen. So that's me being hopeful. I mean, March is my birthday month, so I'm hopeful that my birthday month will be
mine too. Mine too. So I think the thing that doesn't. I'm just in my head. I just realized New York Comic Con 2022. We had Matt and Kiera clips shown to the New York Comic Con attendees. Rosamund did that crazy Moraine talking to Rosamund in a car video.
That was so good.
Talked about Forsaken and Carienne, and so this was October 2022. So a good 9-10 months before the season came out. So for us to expect stuff, if it's coming out in March, for actual footage and news like that, in December, if we're debating that they should be showing that stuff, I feel yes, they should be doing it starting I guess New York Comic Con, which is next. But from what we know, based on the schedule that's out, Prime Video's doing a panel, but it has no mention of Wheel of Time right now. And
that doesn't mean we won't get snippet guide from New York Comic Con. There could be a snippet that comes out around New York Comic Con that does the same thing, shows all their shows coming up, and then we get something new released for season 3. So I think snippet guidon is my hope at this point. Get ready. Get ready for snippet guidon, everyone.
Yes, Rosa, thank you. Yes, we maybe we do need to do that. Yes. The Innkeeper and I are going to chat. And
it's your move, Amazon.
Right, exactly. Today's word of the day is snippet. That's
what can I say? I'm a trendsetter.
That's so good.
You did, Brian.
All right, let's before we reveal who that cast was, there was cast news today, right? Amazon has not done any cast stuff, so WoT Series was like, let's release another person that they think is going to be in season 3, and it is Cameron Jack. Is going to be that's a kind of menacing, mean-looking kind of headshot there, and they're saying that it's a Scottish actor. It's again unofficial. There hasn't been any new casting that has been officially released, but based on those kind of highlighted kind of work there, Cameron Jack has been an Outlander, called The Midwife, The Dark Knight Rises, so a lot of really cool TV shows, movies. And from what they're saying is Jack's resume does not list The Wheel of Time, but it does mention that he has wrapped this year on multiple episodes of a major series for Amazon Prime, and based on some of the stuff they've been able to gather, he's been in Czech Republic and South Africa. So there you have Jack, Cameron Jack. There you go. All right. Top of and you have to say a different person. Let me go to Brian. Brian, you're first. First kind of, who is this? Brian,
who is
Brian?
it?
Ryan, who is it?
What was the question? I zoned out. Sorry, I was distracted.
Were you just?
All right, who is this person?
Who is that?
We're in lag. Yeah. Who will?
Who is it going to be? You mean
the
character?
Yeah. One.
I think maybe Soldier number 3.
Soldier number 3. All right. Okay. So
realistically, probably that. But it'd be cool if he was Robin or Samuel or something.
I mean, Illuminatrix wants to point this out. He's 5'7".
But isn't Bashir also short king?
I mean, based on Wheel of Time lore, isn't this Ituralde, like 5'7" is like Ituralde because everyone's like 6 feet. Like that's the baseline, isn't it? For Wheel of Time. Steve obviously gets a shout out. Okay, I like that. So you said Forsaken. Do you want to go with Forsaken, or let me end this poll? With how many trailers will we get?
Davram Bashir is also 5'7".
Okay, all right. How many trailers will we get? 2. 54% people say 2. About 30 here are saying 1. No, very few are saying 3. I mean, why do you not want 3, or do you not like why not? So who is Cameron Jack going to play? So Davram, okay. Did we not say like the the obvious that is probably coming to a lot of people's head? Samael, right? I mean, we've had that one.
Oh yeah.
We've had that one audition script of someone who seems to be a Forsaken and who WoT Series have named as Samael. So
I'm like, there was. I still need to go back. We need to have the episode where we catch me up on everything.
Yeah. Yes, there was. Is Cameron Jack going to play in season 3? So, all right, Davram Bashir. So that's
could be a flashback person from the Age of Legends.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because we usually get multiple episodes of flashbacks and cold opens.
Let's see. I don't see any other guesses in chat. So, yes. Thank you, Call Me Channel. This is funny.
I'm trying to think of. Is there anyone like the places that we know that they're going in season 3?
So we're going to
could
Tanchico,
be
Ruidian,
Chieftain.
Ruark. Anybody you think this is an Aiel? I mean,
think
there was
they should
that
put
one
Gareth
Aiel.
Bryn
There was
on
that.
there.
Yeah. Oh, Bryn. Okay.
Gareth Bryn. When I first saw his face, I was
Camelin.
like, that's my head
Camelin.
canon for Gareth Bryn. But then I looked him up and I saw that he was 5'7", and I saw other pictures of him where he looks kind of menacing, and I was like, no, it's Samael. So Samael.
You know who else is 5'7"? Like Tom Cruise, right? Like they can make him stand on a platform.
Ooh, I love this by
but
Fardaris
he's like
Grant.
stocky too. He's
Hadnan. Oh,
That's
someone please find a picture of him in a hat and send it to us so I can show it. Kadir, yeah, people are saying Gareth Bryn, Kadir. Okay, yeah, I think that Davram Bashir, Samael. Yeah,
I was going to change the topic, but it's fine. I won't right
now. You can change the topic. I mean,
I'm this whole. How do we feel about like them dropping episodes for Rings of Power on Wednesday nights? Like, do we think that it's gonna happen for Wheel of Time?
No, they'll fix that.
From Short King to Rings of Power. Like...
I know. Season 3.
I am like convinced that won't happen for Wheel of Time. I don't know why, because there was like this is how it started out, and then remember Twitter chaos was like, we'll fix it for you or something. I don't know. Maybe there's like a lot of people who watch it in the UK or something, and they looked at their numbers and it made sense.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, why would they try it with Rings of Power and not? I mean, I guess follow through with.
I mean, there was Thursday Night Football or something for Wheel of Time. I think. I feel like there was something like that
right now.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So because of it. But there was at that time, and they still did it. So anyway.
Maybe, yeah. I don't. I can't.
Is this the most sports-heavy Dusty Wheel episode?
No,
of all time.
I think we've talked more.
Oh, okay.
Maybe only a little.
All right, I'm going Davram Bashir, Samael, Gareth Bryn, and Hadnan Kadir. Okay, is that a good?
Yeah, that's a good list.
Okay, all right. Let's see what people think here. I saw Isom. By the way, I mean, if you have not realized, there do be the show does contain some spoilers, right? we're thinking more Shadow Rising, and not more than that. So be careful. Slayer, I do sort of get Slayer vibes on Ninja Librarian. That'd be interesting if they include that character. but yeah, okay, we're slowly getting more and more of these kind of news. Okay, all right. Grace, you think we're going to get more than, so we get Moghedien, and I think Rafe has said we'll get another Forsaken that you have not seen on your screen. So Samael, let's say. Do we get more than Lanfear, Moghedien, and Samael in season 3? Is there more Forsaken?
No, I think that's it. But I think they might combine Samael and Ravine into one character, and he'll show up in Andor instead of Ilion.
Okay,
that's what I think.
So okay, yeah, I think that's a reasonable way to do it, because we know we are going to Camelin.
Yeah.
If they do the world, go ahead.
I think Samael is a more interesting character, but I think Ravine has a more compelling plot. So I think it makes sense to put them both together in Andor.
I don't know if you saw like everyone in chat right now. It's like Asmodean.
No, but there's that guy that plays music. There's a WoT Series had dropped another cast member who's a musician and a singer.
Yes.
I think he's Asmo.
Okay.
So yes, okay. So there will be 4.
Okay, yeah. No, I think anything more than 2 more Forsaken might be too many as far as part of the actual plot. But
I mean, it could be like the end of the season twist that he's Asmodean. Like, we don't know he's Asmodean until the very end or something.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like an evil character.
Yeah, he seems like a normal dude.
Just rants.
I was his name Halbrand.
From a world building perspective, I think like one of the things that's missing from season 1 and part of mostly kind of still in season 2 is this idea that there's just like tons of bad guys out there. Especially like a lot of Forsaken with a big rich history of like why they're like, what are the Forsaken? Are they just random people that she pulls out of seals, or are they like generals and whatever? There's not a whole lot of that world building that has happened so far. So as we start to see maybe Samael, maybe Asmo, maybe somebody else, like I would like to see them play up like the scale of atrocities these people did 3,000 years ago. Because when we flash back to the Age of Legends, we just see them sitting in a room yelling at each other, talking to each other, like Aaron Sorkin style, and like I want to see make these people scary, not just hot, but like scary.
How do they do that, Matt? I mean, like, there's only enough, like, we have so much of the same main cast, right? How do so many more villains become, how do they get more time than Lanfear? Like,
I mean, you have to give up some Lanfear time, which I'm not recommending as a viewer, but maybe that's a creative choice that they made. I mean, they have to give some time to Moghedien and others. Right. I'm with Brian. I hope. I'm disappointed with what they've done with the Age of Legends so far, and so it's like, come on, like, what an interesting time.
Like, show us the war, like.
Yeah, it's
maybe
even like
get
the
a cold
room...
open of the strike at Shale Goal or something. Like, give us something that shows the scale and epic and horrible life was after the war started. Make us think these people are really evil and not just powerful, sadistic people. I don't know.
Well, I'm wondering have we ever done an episode that breaks down their like the changes they've made to the Age of Legends with the Forsaken? Like, because I don't know that I even understand the scene where they're like locking away a Shamael. So anyways, that might be a fun breakdown, as we get closer to the end of the year, start doing some breakdown episodes for season 2, especially around the Age of Legends and Forsaken stuff, because I haven't really tracked it because I'm just like, I know the story, and so I haven't really bothered to understand their version of it too closely.
Right.
But it does, I think there's just a lot of room for them to do something cool that they haven't done yet.
We need less Lanfear, Matt, basically.
Every time. All I have to say is less Lanfear, and it blows up.
All right. Okay. So let me share this video. I think it's time that we kind of reveal. Matt, you wanna take the mic here. uh, and as I play this,
and talk about it. Well, you're gonna show the video clip there.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Spoilers, everyone. Spoilers.
Wait, do you want me to play it with sound or no?
Oh.
Too late now.
All right. There
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
I have it somewhere and I couldn't find it. I made a slowed version of like a GIF, a slowed down version of that.
Nice.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, just because I had the question: was it a head burst or a head slice? and it was very conclusive evidence on that. It was like not a slice and it flew off. It like just burst.
It was a burst. Yeah.
Yeah. I would just like to say I'm 2 for 2 tonight.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Paul said the sky. Exactly.
All right. So why don't you share the story of how this happened, if you want, obviously. How did this happen?
I was at lunch, and he came walking by and said hi to the person I was eating lunch with, and the person I was eating lunch with said, "Oh, hey," and he walked away.
We'll call him
who were
N,
you eating lunch
N,
with?
Person N.
Like some guy.
Just some guy.
Yeah, some guy. And he was like, "Oh, wait a second." He goes, "That's the dude whose head got blown off. Would you like to meet him?" And I was like, "What? Yes. What do you mean? Would I like to meet him?"
Is that what he's gesturing there with his hand? Head
yes,
blowing
that's
up?
what he's like. He's like, at first we took a picture without him doing. He's like, hold on, let me. And what was funny was you don't see it here because it's not a video, but he's like, he's doing the motion of his head,
love it.
Of the head being blown off. So yeah, I had a chance to just chat really briefly. Like it was kind of like he just spent a little hey, we need you to come in and do this scene, and he's not like a big Wheel of Time fan or anything. He was like, okay, cool. And he was there for a really short time and did that scene that's very, infamous now of Lanfear blowing his head off. And then he was just like, he's like, thanks, it was awesome. And then he walked away, kind of got on with the day. But it was a really cool, just random moment to meet somebody that was killed by Lanfear is pretty cool.
Yeah. I think, didn't he say something like months or a year before season 2 came out that he was involved in a very
memorable scene.
Was it memorable? Yeah. Was that the word?
I think it was memorable. Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of wordplay on that we did once we find out who it was. So memorable just doesn't seem like a head explosion word, but yeah, he did tease that, and it was quite memorable for sure.
I've seen questions about this in chat. Yes, I was not being coy. Guy is correct. Guy is the correct answer. Some guy, but yes,
right.
Guy is the correct answer.
We'll share the Natasha story sometime else.
I wish there was a Natasha story. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
So let's cross our fingers that sometime between January and whenever this show comes out, there's a Natasha interview. Right.
All right. So
that'll be literally that's my goal, is getting a Natasha interview this season 3. That'll make my season 3.
So yeah, I think cool season 3 like cast news, cause cool season 3 release time frame, time to kind of like get excited and start, not that we need much to get excited, but this is like actually like I saw this and I was like, wait, I think things are starting to kind of rev up. Other things that are happening in the Wheel of Time world is this really special auction that in conjunction with this auction company and the Citadel and the Jordan estate, there is an auction of books and other stuff from Robert Jordan's kind of collection. I don't know if I'm sure people who come here have have seen this, but let me kind of share some of this stuff. So live bidding for this starts in person. It's a place. It's an auction house in somewhere in Pennsylvania, right? Is that or yeah?
Oh wow!
And there is online bidding too. So in less than 12 hours that'll start. It's 10 a.m. tomorrow. And if no, let me fix that. No.
Auctionzip.com, you can bid right now.
You can actually start bidding right now?
Yeah. Penny said earlier in chat that she's already bid on a bunch of things.
Oh wow.
Okay.
This is a different website for some reason. This is auctionzip.com, and Michael Livingston retweeted it earlier. Which is different from liveauctioneers.com.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's two websites that are doing this.
It's a little confusing. There's I think there's 3 or 4.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then some of them you can bid right now.
Yeah, it's a little confusing the way it's confusing.
Run. So this is what I'm showing. What I'm showing you is the live auctioneer. So just so people get a sense, okay, what is this? So this, if we look at the top left there, it's an uncorrected proof of the Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. So it's stained, and you can look at it, and then there's a description, and it's some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, what were you gonna say, Matt? There.
I was gonna say, I was just curious if you guys had seen anything that you're interested in.
Nah,
yeah.
No, there's the Conan books. I'm not really interested in necessarily getting, but I guess having something from his library would just be cool. So maybe I'll bid on ones that are just the ones no one else no one else is bidding on. I'll just grab one of those just to have something fun from his library.
Right. In terms of time, I think starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. So,
it's only one day?
I think it's only one day from what I could gather. Yeah. So, I mean,
shoot.
Okay. I mean, this is there's a lot of stuff here. There's Japanese edition, A Wheel of Time volumes. And really cool kind of artwork here. Look at Rand.
Oh wow!
Is it the eel thing?
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that would be a fun thing to have. No one else bid on that.
Is that Lanfear there? Maybe. We don't know. That's the Crown of Swords, and that looks like maybe that's who do we think that is? Is that Berlane? No.
Well, shoot. Now I'm interested in this one.
I have no idea.
Well, if you want to get this and you feel like you're getting outbid, you know who it is. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff, and apparently you can start bidding now, based on what some people have said. So there, if you go, a lot of people have shared this. We'll put this in our Discord. It's if you go to Twitter and follow our account. There's I'll make sure to put that in there so you can look at that. But there's other stuff like that, including some like you said, Conan and other books that he has, and like this. I thought this was really cool. Let me show you. It's the French edition, The Shadow Rising, and it has a note from Robert Jordan that's there.
That's fun.
It's just interesting. Just cool stuff. Matt, do you have to?
I have to head out. So Snippet Guy Don, hashtag Snippet Guy Don. Everybody, keep that in mind.
Yep.
Who knows when that comes? And I have John. Did you say it was John? For this release date thing.
Yes, John.
I never watched. So there's a video there.
Yeah.
So John has given me hope that this could be true. I'm gonna let myself hope that a March-April release is in the cards. Yeah, we should talk about what does that mean for Dusty Wheel and prepping for season 3. So
yeah.
But otherwise I have to leave everyone, and it's awesome to see you 3 and then everybody in chat. So
Yeah. Awesome.
Um,
Thanks for
and
stopping by.
yeah, and I'm gonna go bid on some stuff. So
If you see any new bits come up, you'll know the
yeah,
Japanese
don't
edition.
if you see my name on stuff, don't bid on it. Okay. So
All
good night,
right. See
guys.
ya.
Got
Good
it.
night.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So there's some really cool stuff. I mean, do you want to look at this, like the Dutch edition? So Hier van Chaos, that's really cool. Mes van Dromen, that's really cool. It's just I can't tell if it's a lot of 7. So does that mean just like the
Yeah, it's
same
just the first
books?
7.
No, but that's the same books. Like, do we get like
Uh,
two of those and like four
yeah.
of
I think it's exactly
Yeah,
what you
that's
see. It's
that's
those
exactly
7
what it means.
books. Yeah.
yeah. But there's other like where they have this another thing, and I'm like, oh, there's different. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's a different edition, and then they have another edition that has maybe more. But yeah, there's just some really really cool stuff, and like here it's some of the Spanish edition stuff, Finnish edition, um, Conan paperbacks. Yeah, so there's like a bunch of things that you can and then some of the really other cool stuff. Sorry, I'm giving people probably um but I think this is the sort of stuff that I think the uncorrected proofs, there's a bunch of those. So like this is uncorrected proof of the Dragon Reborn. There's a bunch of copies of that. There's a lot of first edition, first print. That's the Eye of the World. Brian, have you looked at this and figured out if you could find that Eye of the World that you first read that you've never been able to find again?
That's can't believe you keep remembering things that I said a long time ago. That's very disconcerting. No, I did look through. I did not see that particular version. But that would be cool if I could find that again.
Because that's the first book you read, right? The first Eye of
Yeah,
the World.
yeah. It was before it was. So actually, I had a sort of an interesting conversation with Michael Kramer at WotCon. That's kind of about this topic, which is there appear to have been unauthorized, or maybe not unauthorized, but like editions of the Wheel of Time books and audio books that are not the ones that we know today. And so like there's the books of Into the Two Rivers and what was it? What was the other one that they called it? The
Into
second
the
half,
Blight?
like they split Eye of the World into 2 books,
Into the
and then
Blight, I think.
yeah, Into the Blight, right? And they split it into 2 books and they released it separately. This is
Yeah.
not what I'm talking about. Like it was not called Into the Two Rivers or From the Two Rivers or whatever it's called. It was called like The Wheel of Time or like or something. But it was the first half. Um, and it was a white book and not the cover that you see now. So there's some edition out there that I read for the first time. And I was talking to Michael Kramer about this because I was complaining to him that I got an audio tape, sorry, a book on tape way back in the dark ages of how old I am. And I was put it in my car and I started listening to it. And I got mad because they cut like 3 paragraphs from the first chapter. And I remember it because
Like an abridged
like,
version?
yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, you just skipped 3 chapters. There's like 3 chapters about like the trees in the woods and the type of dirt and like all the stuff people complain about it. But I was like, I know you just skipped 3 chapters. And then I looked at the book on tape and it was an abridged version. And I said, Michael, why would they make an abridged version? He goes, they don't make abridged versions of my books. Why would they do that? They paid us for the whole book. Why would you cut part of it out? And it turned out there's another audiobook by someone else before Michael Kramer and Kate Redding got the rights to do the audiobooks. So there's a really old like BBC maybe or like Penguin House or Random House or whatever, like one of those older audiobook publishers before Amazon was really a thing that was like we're gonna just have someone read this book and do an abridged version, and there was an audiobook at it. So I think there's some weird copies out there that are not like official.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I feel like it's funny.
a little bit right now, but
I feel like you went from there is an edition of the Eye of the World like in print that no one has ever seen except you, and now there's an edition of and there's an edition of the audiobooks that no one has.
That nobody's ever listened to except for me. Exactly. No, I did find the audiobook on eBay,
okay.
and I showed it to Michael, and he goes, "Oh, that guy, who cares?" It was like.
Michael Kramer would never say that.
Yeah.
Penny's talking about
conversation.
Did you see the bookshelf? This bookshelf that it's an early Victorian Eastlake bookcase with medallions owned by Robert Jordan. And it says pickup only, so they're not shipping this out to you, which is interesting. This piece was given to Jordan and his wife by his mother-in-law when the couple were married. So yeah, there you go. Some Jordan history here.
Furniture.
If you want furniture, if you were looking for a new bookcase,
that furniture
always
has changed some things.
That is so true. But I think there's some really cool stuff here that you could get. That is, I don't know if you can look and see if it's signed. I doubt it would be signed because why would Robert Jordan sign like different books that he had in his collections? But it's possible. There's this award. I don't know. Like, why would you want someone else's award? Grace, would that be cool? Like, you'd be like, I have this on my thing, but it was given to Robert Jordan, my favorite author. Do you think that's cool?
I don't know. If Harriet doesn't want it anymore, someone should give it a nice home, and I could put it on my. What is it? A plaque or is it a statue? I can't really tell.
Both.
Both. It's somehow both.
It's a plaque. It's
a plaque with a statue on it. I would put it on my wall.
It looks like a plaque kind of thing, but I feel like it's protruding. There's a protuberance to it.
It's a plaque with a statue coming out of it.
If you wanted a plaque with a statue, or if you wanted a statue and you're like, but I also want a plaque, you can get both in one, two in one.
Yeah. This is for the undecided fans out there.
Right.
We're multifaceted like that, we like.
Yeah. I feel like those were the two kind of odd things, the bookcase and that award. Oh, there was also a chest. There's this thing, an Empire chest from Robert Jordan's home.
Robert Jordan loves chests.
Wow.
I could cross my arms under that chest.
Wow. Okay. This piece was a gift from his wife's family. There you go. Desktop has adhesive residue. Top of piece has scratching and some repairs. So some pieces of the veneer are missing.
Some people love to like refurbish old
furniture.
I'm just saying that would be a great project.
Yeah, for sure. If you were looking for a new project, woodwork project, yes. Yeah. So there's some
on the bottom. It just says, Jim was here.
There's some old chewing gum.
there's like the little cross where it says JRH
plus HM.
HM with a little heart carved.
And there's some UK edition.
Romantic.
Stuff.
It's romantic.
It is. It's very sweet.
It's a romantic chest of all things.
So like there's book 3 is slightly different, but has the same, and there you go. So there's plenty of things. If you're like, well, I don't know, but if I can, shell out a lot of money for this, but there's a lot of first edition stuff that is maybe not as expensive, and you're like, that's you can get that stuff, and then there's actual like box sets. Like again, we don't know how well this, like how much, but like if you wanted like just Wheel of Time books that Robert Jordan also happened to own. Like there's those are there too. So you can.
I miss my paperbacks. I got rid of all of them, and I'm sad. So maybe I'll get some paperbacks from Robert Jordan.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and there's like a complete set in there too, complete paperback set. It's just some really really cool stuff that's out there. Are you gonna go bid on some stuff now, or wait until tomorrow? How does this work?
Somebody in chat was saying like some of these websites are like resellers of auctions or something like that, and you really want to go to like the main one and trade in real time.
Yeah. So this is okay. So if you look at the actual, let me put that in now. So because good point here, right? Because we want the actual real thing. And maybe I'd have to go back to what Michael Livingston said, right? Didn't he put out a video at MelCurryCon announcing this? I wonder if he said which place to look at. But this is auctionzip.com, but it's the announcement from Embassy Auctions International that has the thing, and it says MC Auctions, blah, 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 web. But then it says auctionzip.com, auctioneer ID. For online bidding, please go to Live Auctioneers, highbid.com, invaluable.com. So it's hard to know based on that how reliable, like what's the most reliable place. Because this is on auctionzip.com. Why would they put other, websites on here? They would just be like, just do it from our thing. So this seems like the official announcement, I think. I don't know. It's maybe just go to the official website. I tried to look for it there. I couldn't really find anything on that. I don't know if anyone else was able to find it there. But if you go to liveauctioneers.com, that's the one I've been showing, and that just felt like the most easy to work with, I think. I don't know if that's the one that is the best place to look at. I feel like WoT Series reached out to someone and confirmed how the live auction works, and let me find that tweet for you. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. Twitter, WoT Series.
Here it is.
Here's what did you find?
I can put it in a little chat here.
Oh no, I got it too. Okay.
Oh, you can say.
Yeah, cool. So this is what WoT Series got us. We checked with the auction site. This is open to all, not just the U.S. The specific response was, everyone is welcome here and abroad. Reminder, this auction for Robert Jordan books starts tomorrow. Here's the link. And he CC'd Medieval Guy, which is Michael Livingston, and that's the auction zip listing. So it takes you to that site that I was reading from just a little while ago. That has.
I just put it in chat too.
Yeah, perfect. So good luck, everyone. There's a lot of cool books there from Robert Jordan's collection. That's amazing. What's directly with the auction house? What do you mean, Kate? Did I miss something, or is that in relation to what WoT Series said? Okay. Penny said, I went to the link Michael Livingston posted on his page, which was auctions. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. I think that's, yeah.
Livingston's retweeted both the live auctioneers and the auctions.
Oh, okay. So I think there might be just different, kind of like, I don't know. I think it's just like everyone gets a cut. I don't know how this works. I've only hit the JordanCon auction. That's probably the only place I've done something. And I feel like I won something. But yeah. All right.
Was there anything that you were hoping would be in the auction that is not there?
Was there anything I was hoping that is not there. Oh,
like
yeah.
It's a lot of his books.
Yeah,
Were you
yeah.
hoping for like
The one
old Robert
the one
Jordan
that
shoes
you
or something?
the one that you like read. I wanted that one, like that
Oh
edition.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that one. That's the most interesting thing of all.
That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Let me go look through if I can find Brian's Eye of the World. I don't know. It's hard to know. I mean, I don't like. It's in my head. It's kind of like some of his books is probably the only thing I would really want to own. Maybe that's just me. Like those are some really cool furniture stuff, but I just feel like odd being like my favorite author. I want their desk. I mean, Michael Livingston has it. That's really cool. But like, I don't know if I'd bid for it.
There was the first Jordan Con. They had a silent auction, and one of the things, I think it was the first Jordan Con. Yeah, one of the things that was auctioned off was the advanced reader copy for The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. And he that was like that went for like a ton of money, and like everybody was freaking out about it, including us, like me and Matt and a bunch of other people. We were all kind of freaking out about that. And but another thing that was on the auction was Robert Jordan's walking stick, like his cane. And everybody was so nerdy and fixated on the Stormlight Archive book that Richard, what's his name? He walked away with the cane, and he's still got the cane. And so when I saw the auction was coming, I was kind of hoping for like the
his
pipe or like the skull, the mountain lion skull, something that was.
That's on Michael Livingston's desk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Livingston's desk. But I was hoping for something like a little bit interesting like that. And the books are very cool. Like they're getting these advanced copies or uncorrected proofs and things like that is really, really neat. But I was kind of hoping for something like really unique like that might go for like $10,000. Not that I'm going to buy for $10,000, but like something go for like some crazy amount that would be really neat. The other thing I was hoping for was some of his. There's a lot of Conan books, but there's another series that he wrote called The Felon Blood. Which is an alternate history set in 1776, and it's really, really good. And I read it many years ago. It's out of print, and so I can't really get it again. You can find it on Etsy or eBay, not Etsy, eBay or something like that. But kind of hoping one of those would be in there. I didn't see it.
Kate was referring to, you can call the auction house and bid over the phone or leave an auction absentee bid with them directly. So there's different ways to do it apparently, and it's just to those are just platforms to facilitate. So like it's just like different vendors doing the same like just facilitating the same thing. And that's all it is, I think.
They probably get a cut.
Yeah, so I think it'll be interesting. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind about any of this stuff, but from what my understanding is, like I can like not do anything until like 4 p.m. tomorrow and just be like, all right, let's see what's happening, and just bid at that time, right? Is that?
You wait till the last second and snipe it if you want to.
Why do you make it sound like that? Maybe I'm busy before that, and I can't do anything.
No judgments here. Just saying, you can do that if you want to.
I'll snip it at the last minute. That's
a snippet, huh?
Snip it at the last minute. Yeah.
Just snipe it.
Yeah.
Snipe it guy down.
There you go.
All
right.
Doesn't roll off the tongue as well,
Season 3. I mean, season 3 is coming up. I just like it's like I'm trying to get excited, and today has made me more excited. But I feel like we need a little bit more from Amazon. Just like even like we'll be at what's the thing called, the Brazilian event. Like even that from them now, like Rafe putting a tweet out would be like overdrive, not send us in overdrive, but at least be like good signals that season 3 is definitely on its way. All right, you guys have any?
It would be nice if someone just said something instead of like people taking pictures together at a restaurant in Italy. Like that's fun, but it's not news, you know.
There have been a lot of
They've been hanging out.
yeah, they've
Yeah.
been hanging out a lot. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like going to plays and see, like just standing in the middle of an empty road and taking a picture. That was pretty cool. Josha and Co. All right, I think that's everything we had today. There was one other thing, and I almost forgot it. And this is happening over on Unraveling the Pattern, but you may have heard this. The Winter's Heart Winter Night Holiday Extravaganza show. So it's really WoT Idol Holiday Edition. The tentative dates are still in play, but it's I don't know if actually no, it is live on the website now. I think you can go and submit, and I think the deadline is December 1st. I could be wrong, but it's like either like the last day of November or December 1st for the deadline. I think December 14th is the date. It's a Saturday that Lauren is thinking, and this is not a competition. This is not a
no. The point is to win these things.
No. This is not. This is no competition at all. There's no voting.
I don't think you understand how competitions work.
but the holiday edition of this WoT Idol is songs, parody songs that are holiday themed. So if they're a holiday,
we're going to celebrate the holiday spirit of crushing the competition.
If it's a holiday tune from the first age, and you make Wheel of Time lyrics out of it, or you take a song and you make a Beltane song out of it, that would work too. Look at the rules carefully, because there's a lot of different ways you can enter this fun event. There's like skits, cosplay, I forget. There's many things that Lauren has mentioned, and really cool people who are working together to get this ready. And I feel like people have already started to probably submit, because parodies are some people do parodies all the time. I wonder who I'm trying to say this is. Let me actually end this poll. I forgot. Who's going to play not Samuel? Who's going to play? Who is Cameron Jack going to play? Gareth Bryn. 38%. Samuel coming in close at 33%, and Hadnan and Davram, much less. Yes, Dana Lou Mug. Thank you for reminding me. Start a giveaway. So yes, it's exclamation point raffle in the chat for a chance to win a Dusty Will mug. Yes, let me put it in there, and I will. There you go. Elfwitch. At least one submission verified by Lauren today. There you go.
Nice.
But yeah, some cool stuff. And put that in chat. Brian. What's new in? Are you looking forward to? Are you watching Rings of Power? Is that something that you've been doing? No. Did you watch season 1?
I did watch season 1. I haven't watched it yet. I've been in the middle of watching some other things, and I am not usually a fan of watching things like every week. I like to just rip through them as fast as possible. Wheel of Time is an exception because I like to savor it and really enjoy it and talk about it with you guys. But Rings of Power, I really I liked season 1 for a number of reasons, and I was disappointed in other ways. So I am not like chomping at the bit to go watch it, but I am going to watch it. I've heard some really good things about it. There's Tolkien scholar that I follow on social media, and he's just been raving about it. So I
at
want to go.
Tolkien
I want to go
Scholar,
watch it.
is that what it was? Oh, Tolkien Professor.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that?
like
Yeah,
he's just a nerd who talks about Tolkien all the time.
yeah.
And he's not a professional. Like, he didn't have books about it or anything. He just like really geeks out and goes really deep. And um, I'm happy to like tweet his account afterward if anybody wants to follow him. But he's been raving about it and goes really deep on this. And so I'd love to go read it. I'll go watch it. But I've been busy lately, and I've been watching other shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rings of Power is definitely up next for me. But the show I'm watching right now that I'm trying to catch up on is called Resident Alien. It's on Peacock or Netflix, and it's about an alien who crash lands on Earth and has to pretend to be human. And Alan Tudyk plays the alien. It's really, really, really funny. So I'm having a good time with that one.
Cool. I think in my head, I may even like Rings of Power season 1 more than I liked Wheel of Time season 1, and that just doesn't seem right. And maybe that's only because I'm watching season 2 of Rings of Power now, and I'm liking it so much that I just like remember it more. But a lot of people like didn't like it, and I didn't understand why not.
Well, I think
it has problems.
Rings of Power season 1 had the budget that we wish Wheel of Time season 1 had.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They had some really cool stuff, and again, I didn't really care if they got stuff wrong because I'm not a Tolkien originalist. Grace, Rings of Power, is that something you've been following?
Yeah, no, I really liked season 1 too, and I don't know much about the lore. I haven't read anything other than Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, so I just enjoyed whatever they did. I mean, I know they changed a lot, but I liked it anyway. And yeah, season 2 has been great too.
I think the most important part of the lore is they roll the R's.
Yes.
The elves have to roll the R's. It's an important distinction there. And Sauron is not is the main kind of character in season 2, and it's really
That's
really
what
well
you
done.
think. I don't find him to be the main character. You just think he's the main character.
He is the main character. There's like no doubt. Literally everyone is obsessed with him and just wants, like, everything's about him. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the, like, I'm trying to think of, not R.I.P. Sauron, like what's Sauron for the win? FTW. It's just really cool.
I'm Team Adar personally.
Wait. I hate that it's Celebrimbor and not Celebrimbor. Wait, it's not. Wait, what are you trying to say? It's Celebrimbor. Don't make it. No, it can't
It's
be.
pronounced Celebrimbor, but
Yeah.
they want it to be pronounced Celebrimbor.
Okay, but Celebrimbor. I mean, we need a Celebrimbor in Wheel of Time. Is what we need.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Celebrimbor of the Wheel of Time? That's that's the deep dive or kind of comparison video that someone should make. All right, I'm gonna end our raffle, pick a winner, and say goodnight to everyone. Close entries and pick a winner. Can I pick a winner? If it lets me. Yep. Gouda Sedai, you have won a Dusty Wheel mug. Congratulations. I can say for sure that you have not won from me. I could be wrong. But I tend to remember these things a little bit more. Oh, I see your yay. Yep. Reach out to me on Discord. It's probably the best place. You could do on Twitter too. I'm a little less kind of, I might see a little bit later. But yeah, congratulations. I'll send a mug over your way. All right. It is Rings of Power night, but it's not going to come out until like 3 a.m. Eastern. So hopefully they change that. Amazon, if you're listening to this, please change that for Wheel of Time so it's earlier and we can do Premiere Guide on, and we'll still do it. don't believe we can like not do it. 3 a.m. If I knew it was 3 a.m., I would. Yeah, we'd be here, right, Brian? Midnight, or like it's a little bit different.
But didn't we think it was gonna be 3 a.m. in season 2, and then it wound up not being?
No, well, yes, we had that, but it was the lack of knowing, and the fact that if the premiere was going to be like 3 episodes at 3 a.m. or something Eastern, that would be just like hard to do.
Yeah, I remember we were like, we had all kinds of contingencies.
Yeah, contingencies. yeah.
But like, what would happen if we got 1 episode or all the episodes, or they didn't show up on time, and then we had to kill like 30 minutes and 45 minutes the second
exactly.
week.
Yeah. So I feel like we could do it. We just need to know ahead of time. Whatever it may be, we'll be here talking about it, breaking it down inside 6 months apparently. So the two of you, thank you for being here. I'm glad to be back at the inn. We'll figure out, Rajesh, like, you're committed to 3 a.m. shows. And I'm not committed to anything, but like, let me be excited, like, for this hour at least, that I will do that. Thank you, the two of you, for being here. Everyone watching. Cool season 3 news. What will we get next week? Maybe an official announcement or something, or time frame. Maybe.
Dream big, man. Dream big.
Dream big. Yeah. Well, announcement that they'll be at New York Comic Con, and sure, Agdashlu is going to be there. But until then, we'll be back sometime in the next week or so. As we say around here, good night from the Dusty Wheel, and smash the black.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. You went right to kill it. Look at you, you're all ready. You're just done. I mean, this is like, this is really well.
And now I'm like, great, my turn.
And if you don't like that and you want to say, well, Robert Jordan could have made the 2 rivers all white. He could have, but he didn't. So
just complimented me on my dress, and as you can clearly see, I'm
sad.
I see Nakomi as something along the lines of a Shadar Haran analog.
It does make sense why it outlasted the breaking.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have Therese in the show, because she's going to correct everything that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dusty Wheel Show. What? Meme Off Challenge. Yay!
Pair of like baby face mounted on like a huge body. So like all of a sudden,
this is not just
like,
a traditional fantasy, right? There are sci-fi elements. And just a moment ago, Rafe tweeted something. So let me get my guest in here with me, and
probably I would say put in 70-80% of the work. I got to be over the shoulder and be like, no,